4-year layout update for Waterkloof Model Railway. Not much has happened on the lower level during the past year, and I will explain the reason for that shortly. One change that is quite significant is the change in backdrop at Allows. As you can see, this used to be a long paper building. It has now been replaced by a printed building, and the reason for that is because behind this there is the incline leading up to the second level, and if there's a problem on the incline, the whole piece just removes with magnets that are attached to the board and little steel plates attached to the backdrop. So it just snaps back into place and the magnets hold it. Another change that has taken place is at Allows. There has been a bit of change in the track work. I don't know if you can see from this angle very well. Let's see if we jack it up. A double slip has been added from the 2 tracks that lead to the car factory, and the double slip leads onto the main line on the one side and to a newly added fuel and oil storage facility for the car factory. So that is basically all the changes that has happened on the bottom level. You are looking at the second level, and this specific station is called Locomotive, where there is a steam loco servicing facility, and what you are currently looking at is the steam running shed. In front is the water bridge, and then slightly to the left is the blowdown towers, where there's 2 open gondolas, and behind the blowdown towers is a small water tank. Another important part of the steam depot is the coaling trestle that you can see in front of you now. The gondola with coal is shoved up onto the trestle, where it is manually delivered to a waiting locomotive underneath the trestle by a man with a shovel, as this is only a small steam depot and a huge coaling facility is not necessary. The next piece of the steam facility is the ash pit that you can see there, and the locos drop their ash from the burnt out coal into the pit, and then it is again shoveled out of the pit into the opening you see to the right hand side, where a open gondola is waiting for the ash. Once that is full, it is exchanged with an empty one, and the full one is shipped off for the ash to be used in landfills or wherever it is needed. One of the industries at Locomotive is a feedlot and slaughterhouse. As you can see, there's some pigs busy grazing, and next to them in the next camp are some cows, and the camp that is empty had some sheep in. They are currently meeting their fate inside the slaughterhouse. The little shed on the left is where the skins are being kept, and this of course is also rail served. As you can see, the tracks in front to bring in livestock and also to transport the slaughtered meat and frozen meat products from the little slaughterhouse. The last industry on Locomotive is a grain silo, because this is a small farming community. Continuing on from Locomotive, the train will enter into Bloemfontein, which is a passenger station. The station is still under construction, as you can see, needs a bit of refurbishment, and one of the fencing pieces have come undone when I unpacked it, and also the little balcony, whatever you call it, needs to be secured, but that is all in due time. This is a 3 platform plus the main line running all the way around and then into power. This corner of power, there will be a coal mine, and the track in front closest to the viewer is the main line, while in the back there's a crossing where a spur from the main line will run in to the coal mine for delivering wood and bracing and heavy machinery, etc. And the coal trains will be staged in the 4-track staging yard that is currently still under construction. At the far end of power there will be a coal-fired power station, and the full coal trains starting from the mine will end up going into the power station full, and at the same time an empty coal train from the staging track will depart from the power station and run all the way around back to the mine, where it will be loaded again, and the illusion of it being loaded will be complete when a full train departs from staging as a loaded coal train from the mine. So this is a never-ending cycle, full and empty coal trains in and out at the mine and the power station, and that will make operation quite interesting, as the rest of the trains has to be interwoven between the coal trains running up and down to the mine and to the power station. During this past year, one of my friends has blessed me for my birthday with a bag full of second-hand decoders. I just had to sort through them to see which ones were working and which ones weren't, but there were so many working that it enabled me to equip my whole fleet of locomotives with decoders. Even the locos that are not finished yet and still under construction as also have decoders assigned to them. So this little 040 Lima loco will be doing duty at the coal-fired power station on the second level, and the ES1 battery-powered locomotive will be doing duty at the mine at power on the second level. Next to them is a Class 53 locomotive, low nose, then a Class 52, and right in the far back corner a Class 57 locomotive. Behind the Class 57 is a Class 54 in the orange paint scheme. Next to the 54 is a Class 56, and then a visitor from Rhodesia, Class DS1, 2 or 12, and then a Class 53 high nose behind the ES1. All of these have been equipped with decoders since October this year, so that also took quite a bit of construction time from the layout, but it was time well spent. A train has just arrived on the inbound-outbound track, and you can see there are two marked wagons, the tanker and the boxcar with a little blue tack on top of it. They have to be delivered to their respective spots on the time saver layout. The tank car is the track closest to us, in between the two turnouts. And the boxcar is the second track or middle track between the cement hopper and the junk hopper. Excuse me for using the pick, but the magnets seem to have, some of them, lost their magnetism, and it is not working to uncouple the locomotive and cars.